Christ an shield, Christ an for, in Ireland day, God doctor sing. Christ an wear, Christ an fisk, lente day, God goster sing. O Oscar is o ish kabos, the gola Christ, and all haring. O Oscar krek, ni krek akos, e boras nagros, go meet. In Anamanaharak, Vic and the Spirit name, Griven Tiernale. I called you. Took me Shabaki con Queen con Gurifushin Rundi for Naofa a Kalura. Arvim de hele cooked, of the deep cordia, Vatican make a traum, the sweeners le brihil, the gneevish le fali, three McCorfain, three workerfain, in Avishin and Pima never shiro, in a hangle and in a neve, Arif Shakoid, Guiamahon, Connor Dianadia. Ganina jail of cooked the troke running, Gamaisha Baki doing, as Godori shake on the Baha Shiri shing. I hear the den trokera. A Christ in trokera. I hear the den trokera. Lord is no order, August the olive, she con the lock the holla. Moramitu, iramitu, tugamit Lord it. Come with workers lot, the suck the wood, Lord. I hear the deer in the vase, I hear cook thee, I hear na the kiss of Christ, I hear the deer own day, makana. Tas ogus pakin an entrokering, tas ogus pakin an laklenangi, tas adoriation an entrokering, or is tu one is nefa, tu one is tirna, tu one is Lord, I is the Christ, morin leshon spirit nev, in Lord and I. Amen. Grimish. Yeah, the cook the kiri. Johnny can name for the hill a goni la digrish. August go on for me the vorgot o Cree and Clan. Tina Jenny is the Christovak of Varnas or in Latsa in integral and spirit nave in a year. 3 hair the sail.
On Céadleacht Slucht as Laur Exodus. Hánig Amaleach agus Duntisha Israel I Refidium. Agus dúr muisle ó Sua. Tau buin fardoin agus teg amach chun trodar le Hamaleach maid na Mórach. Siasfig mise Wallach an Cunnig agus lot dé I Malóib. Rinne ó Sua rod muis agus chrid le Hamaleach. A cúig muis agus árón agus húr go Moloch an Cunnig. Fada Cunnig muis a láv in Iirde, bhí an lá le Israel, ach nuair a léigh sé an núsaí, bhíoch le Hamaleach. Ach bhúil tuise láv a muis, agus furadar cloch agus curadar faoi í. Hiig sé irthi agus árón agus húr ag cuineál a láva in áde. Duine gach taobde, agus bhí a láva gan cor asta, go fuine gréine. Frascar ó Sua Amaleach agus a winter, chun lár le foiir clíomh, sin é bríthir an tíirne. An Salam, sé an freigra ná, is ón tíirne féin atá macúnah, sin a rinne neamh agus talamh.
Tíirne féin atá macúnah, sin a rinne neamh agus talamh.
Tógam mothúile chun na sléite, chadas do macúnah, is ón tíirne féin atá macúnah, sin a rinne neamh agus talamh.
Son tíirne féin atá macúnah, sin a rinne neamh agus talamh.
Ná ligas deit tíslú go jo, ná dhéana de gár de chola, féach, ní hitfig sábhchola ná sún Garda Israel.
Son Tierna féin na Tamacunas, Eshin a Rinnan Alphagus Kala.
Is an tíarna de Garda is do Eden is agus do Yesh. Ní bhúlfig an green hú I rihan lé ná an galach is títhe.
Son Tierna féin na Tamacunas, Eshin a Rinnan Alphagus Kala.
Comad fig an tíarna ón ile olcú, comad fig sé danam, comad fig an tíarna hú gemacht is teacht dit, penis agus cuithe.
Son Tierna féin na Tamacunas, Eshin a Rinnan Alphagus Kala.
An dara leacht slucht as dara litter ne fól chuig Timotheus. A bhráthar inún clí leis an tagas a fórtú. Tagas a fórtú a bhfuil site go daingan dit, tigan tú cé uhair a fórtú an tagas sin. Tigan tú comá go raibh ólas a gut ó ís na hóige an na scríbaní Naofa, a bhfuil de commas a gut hú a dhéanamh agni agus hú heola chun slánathe, trí credibh in Ísa Christ. Gach chuid an scriptúr, chuig tinfach dé faoi agus tá tarfa ann chun tagas a thuairt, chun aráidí a bhréag nó, chun daine a cartú agus iad a bhúna chun ionrachas hlí go méid fear ibre dé lán ilte a céird agus olibh I ggóir gach cinál da ibricha. I bhíne sé dé agus I bhíne Ísa Christ atá chun brachúnas a thuairt bheo agus waribh, ach tím ort, dar a heacht fí réim an deisceil a ógart agus lí isteach I drá agus in amtrá, bí gáitimh agus casóid agus spraga agus teagas gan stréine le bár féine sin bríthir an tíarna.
Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia.
Ní arán a bháin a bharfig an duine ach an ile ocail a hagan as béal dé.
Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. Grev an tína léir. Slacht is an suske nefad a nef Lucas. San am sin, dúirt Isa parable eile na iesgobal, á chur I géal nar bhláir dói bheith gui de gná gan de cortha de cuithe. Bhí I gar áirithe brethimh nach raibh agla dé ná ben gine aige. Bhí baintrach sa car sin freisin, bhí si teacht chuige rá. Dín ceart dám in aig á mo chúise, ach níor bháil lei sé, seall aimsre. Ach sa deire dúirt sé na agna, mar se féin nach bhfuil agla dé orm, ná bheith gine agam, ina dhéag sin de ceann go mbíonn an bhainteach seo do mo bhuairmh déananig mé ceartaí, le hagla go méid sí teacht go deo crám a cín. Agus dúirt an tíorna, éisteachí leis an mrethimh górach an sé, agus an ánach néananig dia ceart dá bhainte hocha féin a bhíon éamh de lóas dithe, agus éisin déanamh féine ina gás. Déanam libh déananig sé ceart go grud, ach nuair a cheochaigh mach an duine, an bhaid sé credamh an talamh. Sa scéal an tíorna. I welcome Father Tim Lahana, who will speak now to us on the missions.
agus a cardialis. Today is Mission Sunday, World Mission Sunday, and Father Martin has asked me to come here today just to talk a small bit about the missions. I'm a Cork man, and I spent 25 years in Ecuador in South America, and I spent another 7 years in Rome. And while in Rome, I was in charge of the Today's Money World Mission Sunday, because in World Mission Sunday we're asked to pray for the missions, to think about missionaries throughout our world today, the work they do, and also to give in solidarity to the poorer churches throughout the world. And before I became a priest, I actually went to an Irish college in West Cork, Ballyvourney, and I was farming after that. And one of my friends, who was a Dublin priest, actually said that when he heard that I was in Rome sing after World Mission Sunday morning, he said, he says, Rome are very, very clever to put a West Cork farmer in charge of the money. They said none of it will get lost. But the idea of World Mission Sunday is, really started with Pauline Jaricot. She was a French lady, and she started the propagation of the faith. And what she did was she started small groups of people. She called them a Rosary of people who began to collect money for the missions and then pray for the French missions at the time, at her time. And then in 1926 it was taken over by the Holy Father, and it was made a pontifical mission, which means that it's the Holy Father's mission fund. It's the Holy Father's mission fund. And the money that's collected in every parish throughout the world today goes to Rome, and then we have secretaries in Rome, and then the money is given out there to the poorer churches. And believe me, there are poorer churches. I can tell you many stories about my own missionary experience in South America, and also missionary stories about other people throughout the world. But I suppose there's one story that I'd like to tell, and that's about two older sisters. They're two Kerry women, actually, and they're out in Cape Town in South Africa. They're Dominican sisters. One of them is called Sister Hanora, and they're out there and they're dealing with a very difficult situation. The situation they're dealing with is they're taking little children of drug addicts. In Cape Town there's a lot of drugs there, but they're taking little children that are going to die because of the drugs, because they're deformed, and these little children won't last very, very long. And I remember one day I was there with Sister Hanora, and she was very upset one morning, and I thought because some child had died. No, she was very upset because the clinic that they had was broken into overnight, and the guard that was there was killed, and the medicines they had for the drug addicts was stolen. And I was just thinking to myself, here's an 84-year-old woman who could be living in perfect harmony back in Ireland, and there she is, all upset about people who are taking drugs, and they won't be able to have the proper medicine now for the drugs. And it just goes to show, it just went to show me the beauty of her heart, the beauty in her heart. And then there are so many other stories of people in Africa and different places like that, not alone Irish missionaries, but missionaries throughout the world that are struggling to make ends meet. I know one church again in Uganda, and in that church it was burned down, and you know how the people begin to build it again. It was burned down by neighbours actually, and how the people begin to build it. But when I was going there, I saw all of these people taking their small little seats with them, because they had no seats in the church. So they were taking their small little chairs with them. And then after Mass, I saw them going back again home with their chairs, with their small little plastic chairs. And I was just thinking about the witness they were giving. It was in a Muslim country actually. And there they were, the Christians, after Mass, with their chairs. Went back home. It really made sense to me of spreading the good news. So, what are we about today? We're celebrating this year the 100th anniversary of Maximum Illud. And Maximum Illud it gets its name from the Latin, which means this important moment, this great moment. And in Maximum Illud, Benedict XV, we knew Benedict XVI, but this was Benedict XV way back in 1919. He said, this is a momentous and holy charge for us Christians. The missionary vocation is a momentous and holy charge for us. And then we had Vatican II, and Vatican II began to discover that it wasn't just the missionaries themselves that were to bring Christ's name throughout the world or be made known throughout the world. It was all of us. We're all called by our baptism. We're all called to be priests, we're all to be prophet and king, and we're mandated by the Lord to go out and be responsible for missions. So before, when it was the Irish missionaries, now it's we as a people that come to church. We go with our seats and we take out our good news to the people, and we're responsible for the other people. So what I'd like to encourage you today are two things. First of all is to be aware of missionaries. I belong to the Divine Word Missionaries, and we had no ordination with the last 30 years. My group was one of the last. I was ordained 35 years ago, and we were 5. In the last 30 years, we had no ordination. And one would ask, is God still calling? Does God still want his message to be proclaimed? So therefore, what I ask you is for prayer. And prayer that comes from the heart, prayer that comes from deep within. And a prayer that God's will be made known throughout the world, and God's will be, as the Pope says, I am mission. In his mission message this month, Pope Francis says, I am mission always. You are mission always. And every baptized woman and man is a mission. Each one of us has a mission, and our mission is. And the second thing then, what we do on Mission Sunday as well, we collect money. And I'm not collecting money here today. This, I'm sure, will be the second collection. And this money goes directly to, it doesn't go to Rome actually, it stays here in Ireland. And then Rome gives orders to our office here in Ireland, the Pontifical Mission Society's office here in Ireland, to send that money out to some local church. That may be a local church in Africa, or maybe a local church in Asia. And that money then goes directly. So we don't see, if I give 15, 10 pounds or whatever the case, euros, whatever the case may be, I don't see where that goes. All I know is that goes somewhere, and it goes to a needy church. And it goes for the formation of catechists. It goes for the building of small chapels. And it also goes for the housing of old and sick priests, because in many of these countries they have no such thing as pensions, and they have no such thing as social security. And then it also goes for the building of houses and places like that can help people. So as every single parish in the world today is praying for the missions, I would like to ask you also to pray for the missions. And remembering again what Pope Francis has said to us, that I am mission, you are mission. We are all mission. And we pray that the Lord will continue to inspire, I suppose, would be the word. And when Father was singing A Christian Shield there now, I was lucky enough to go to school with Padre O'Reilly, Sean O'Reilly's son, and I knew Sean O'Reilly, and we used to sing A Christian Shield, and Father sings it very beautiful. And I often say, to myself, there was a bishop in South America, in Ecuador, where I was, and he said, if I had my life over again, I'd do the same thing. And he said, if I had my life 100 times over again, I do the same thing. I become a priest and I become a missionary. And I would say the same. If I had my life over again, 100 times over again, I would become a missionary. The only difference is I might learn to play the piano or have a nice singing voice. God bless you. Your mark is good.
Parish an céad bailúchán. Now the notices for this Sunday, World Mission Sunday. Father has reminded us of the special collection, the second collection at this Mass. This World Mission Sunday, and it's today when the entire church family comes together for this celebration of solidarity. So every single church around the world, as Father reminded us, shares what they can. So that special collection and the second collection, if you would be as generous as you can to it, we're very grateful on behalf of the missionaries that Father speaks of and the countries in which they work. Now, for the November altar list, envelopes are available at the back of the church, also ready to be delivered to all homes in the parish. They can be collected from the sacristy. So if you can help in any way in delivering there, we would be very grateful. You can call into the sacristy after Mass. The annual Mass of Remembrance and Liturgy of Light, that special Mass will take place on Friday, November the 8th at 7:30 in this church. So if you wish to include the name of a family member who has died outside the parish, you can write that name in the space provided in the Annunciation Times and give it into the parish office or the sacristy. The Society of Vincent de Paul takes up its outdoor collection next weekend, October the 27th. That's the Saturday and Sunday of next weekend, the SVB collection. The Loretto Primary School Christmas Fair will be held in the school from November the 25th, on Sunday, November the 25th, from 12:30 until 3:30. So the whole school will be transformed into a winter wonderland with lots of exciting things for the whole family to enjoy. So that's on November the 25th. Now you get all these details and these notices again in the parish bulletin. You can collect a copy of that on your way out. Anish Ankre. Credaman in Diwan and Tarla Cooktook, who in an avacus tolov, Ilani Sohicus Doika. We ain't tune a one is a Christ mock ingin a day. Tear rogo and our solar event sail on. Dear you, solace hollis, fear you, and tear ginnagus knock now. Thought in substance an hour. Three the vinegar Ilani. Our son of Canadian, our son of Slaniha, hurling show now. Uncle Ada cooked and spit in a they run the might in a mirror, lakshin out of dinner. Case again grosse fresh in our son, if you funches be light, dulling she posh, because I like a gay, dash sharik and traps law, the rare maradog in the scripture, Kusi sinav, Tani here yes in ahar, Chuck shinahar foot lower, Librahunus a hort, if yo was a word of, Nivik deril in a react. Quedam's spirit knave, Tierna's brunt on the baha, and te a glution on ahars on mock, talk to the ira good lower, Marinish and ahar nishon mock. She lower trin the fire. Quedams in Aglish, Naofa, Catadaca, Aspalda, a Vimontain Vashta Wan, come a Hunis Nabaki, Tom Exula Hashar in the morrow, the Barantila Tolata. Amen. Kunamish Pataga Grihe, Ilar Danish.
Downat na mission down the Grimaid son Christa in a lawn orchin as a down. Atá follant céasa, go Dr. Ahantas dá garta déine, dá síirse religúnda agus dá unachas vdóibh a hír na Éislein. Guiméid son arbápa printíos agus mar ire an tréad atá faoine córam a hír na Éislein. Gwymid son na missionary goléir, son na bobl Christi a heolíd, agus iad siúd a glach lo, agus a chur fáilte rompa, go manidi iad goléir, agus iad siúd a heola, chuig ád dír a hir na Aifreann. Gamid buchas le dia as ar glanna féin, go hára iad siúd atá bróte I driblóid, nu a bhfuil sólás de dhí orthú a hir na Aifreann. Gwymid son ar missionary atá marab, agus gach duine atá marab, go dogus dia suibnas sirí dóibh a hir na Aifreann.
This weekend we're asked to remember our prayers the following: Teresa Terry Gagan, as month's mind occurs, Hubert Webb, Larry and Mary Nixon, Daniel Flynn, Mary Dingle, Bernadette Morgan, Edward Dunn, Kathleen Taylor, Paddy Hennigan, and those who have died recently: Lucille Turner, Jerry Sinnott, Nora Birmingham, Michael Glynn, Kathleen Taylor, Terry Gagan, and all our own deceased relatives and friends. I hear na Aisling. We pray to our Blessed Lady for all our own individual needs and intentions. Shed of our wira, thorn on the grass, thorn tina la, Spani with the monog, Spani turret of Renis, Nave Wiramo, Degui, and Pakinish, Luramash. Our hearing, we have solace and credit of Glonru in our Griha New, August of Goni, Tree Christ, Arderna, Nish and Darabolacon, the annual special collection for the missions. Spanning here in the green mug of front of Mr. Longbrook and Thron Shifron we did, turn at the runic say love and dinner, but they have their own about doing. Spanning here in the green mug of front of Mr. Longbrook and Teen Shifron we did, turn if an urgus stay here love and dinner, Jane for the ducks, spit it out to doing. Fobaldei, we can Galakadi and Tarlakok, listen, Ibacha, Unsha, Agus, Ursha. Diona can be with our Hina, good name with Frastal, the Hilak, search Agna, honest, Augustin Ignita ed Grassa, and Glafashin listen, Narun Diva, that Vonvid, so Christ or Dina. Brevantina Lair. Tog if agree in order. Gab with buekas, then a dinner dear. Chart, it's according to times clear, the star of buekas go all at the here is knock out. Hirna, Arnitha, ye the cook to Kiri. Thais again, go con the word Laura, yen to, then or ihant, to the eagot. Agus the whole arena to doing lies on our massmark thing, so Krieg and Arna Kush or Slaniha. The Kruig or Milte, so Christ or dinner. Stresana, Aaron Slutana, Nangle, the Vorgacht, August East, we look our wound in the lawyer. In Pimidart ordu go ligfi doinge koma hu a volle a go chiadel lucar losen achana. Is nefa hu a hina diana slu ta navagus olive londe do glor o sanus no horna Spaniante taictact in anem antirna o sanus no horna. Ahina is never who could fearing of to trouble the never to go there. Never more sin in Pimid art, and the Brunton shot a droop the spirit, gone never deep in our gore, corp, August full, or dearna, Jesus Christ. No revision of whose source con the Porsche, dium thing, glach and throne, August the go all buekas lat, vrish, August hook the yeskable a, or raw. Glachagi, August ihigi, ili asha, or is a shot macarp. A for voor son. En wie geen het toe per. Ik lach aan de kalische, agus de goal boekes laten riche. Hoek ze de eskabeli al ra. Glachagi, agus olige Iliasi sha, was je kalisch me kunt vullen. Vullen o hom de hiri. Durf je voor son, agus de son morain, van mohunas na baki. Denigi esha, eguina ormse. Roendiever aan credit, as Lani horn down, slangshin, tosa hershin, through the cross, 3 dashari. Daration hierna, a queenie doen vast with dashari Chris, a from it a run about Kalish and Flanaher. I was government buekas lat, tusk gurv ulat, shing a vet idalaher, agusik fun of this. Ermiko hulat, ganento for the kele, the cooked on spirit nave. Sing it our parchak, a gorp agus of will Christ. Tuak and queena a hina, dagus a food and down boer, con guneva a nartu, to carnot, a good actor and a bomb from cheese, and an asuk dermig, and lish and glirilla. Queenig fresh and army to fame, a full boss, agus edic sula hashari, agus orashurilla ta imaher, lina fearing if we look an e, agus farty crumpus, chakus salas ganusha. Then troker uring ille in Primidart. Honest Gorhu Shing effect partucks of Aguri, Conto a Valor, Agus a Gloru, a good acton, a Maiden Banahumura, Morhaday, Joseph Naofa, a Kayla, Nanev Aspel, a Nev Illa, a Rina de Hulsha Rivanal, Three the Vach, Yes Christ. Street agus leis agus an a hooked a gacko nor glorditche a ye an tarla cooktok an ain't spirit nave 3 hail na sail. Anta an tlanihu dar droru was breher de dagas tashin the vishna kag in a kana. Ar nahur et arna Benefitanum gadaga the rit gunenta the holler and dollar. Marani har erna orneron lehu durdung in you agus mahaduna vika marva mina dove unafen nalik shingi gahu akser sing o sing o gakalt. In Pimi dat de hele toer kanaal te sheken en alleen anders gememme de kunnen te vroegere zeer on bakagoni agus slaan on illivoort agus sing exul les en dokas nefe agus itak arslan in hora Jesu Christ. I hear the Jesu Christ door to gospel fager sheken agus dogum diep me hier korn. Na feker bekenne ik credit dagelijks. Donig shechan a hurti agus ein tú fui mar stolas féin tos a bharan agus a riléin trí héil na sain. Shechan an tír na liv a goni a frádig a córa shechan dach céile. Awinde hogan paki and on den throckering. Awinde hogan paki and on den throckering. Awinde hogan paki and on turdun shikor. Shoyunde hogan paki and down. It's made of shoot a full of concern on who here now. Nay few make a joke for me. A gobber shan fuckers, August lies for man. Hanik maak deel kan aan hoort, maar kan ik vooraan. Angel de cousin to cur, Honday and roast for the column of time of adding the here. Be table am a store, be the hollis, the garter, the rail dolish, the stew. Amen. Queemish. Donna can be mit that hena, Goraka Kilura and leaving Navi, can tarva doing, honest car doing, the Mahasi Celta, or because can never sing lesh na tortoise hiri, three Christ ordena. Greventina lev, Gomanagila cook the shiv, Ahar, Mach, agus spirit nave. Tan taffin heart, imagi fui here con. Be Isahim Krishas and Quina Gakur. Be Isahim Krisha la regolo. Be Isahim Krisha la durakabun. Sahi Hilish Naskar Krihaui. She is a Maris.